We got Kenny versus Sensei. We have a huge controversy in our midst. But they've done a post-fight reaction and they're in the same room talking to each other. So we're going to see what they have to say. Here we go. We're going to see what they have to say. Obviously, Kenny won. There's a lot of controversy. A lot of people saying Sensei won. Let's see what they think.
Because, bro, you already know. I want to talk about what people don't know, which is, I'm here with my opponent from Kenny. This is the next day. This is
what I'm talking about, by the way. When I said they're both so nice, do you think that most other people would do this video the day after, like the morning after? They're both so nice.
I know you went out last night.
I had to get lit, man.
Yeah, I ate. We watched a movie. Wolverine was on.
Yeah.
I only slept for like 4 or 5 hours. I didn't drink, so that was a little bit easier. And then I had some breakfast. But I wanted to do this video because I wanted to give people. I always do like post fights with myself, and I never get a chance to do it with my opponent most of the time.
Yeah.
But to give the insight as just the fighter's insight of, for me, what I was thinking when I was in the ring.
Yeah. Like
going through each round, what I was thinking of, what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
And then
I love the fact that they've done this.
About what you were going through. Don't want to talk about the internet. Well, I think I will say though is that what does I think sucks for you is that because of the whole controversy, people are taken away from how good you did. Because the internet in the beginning was like, you're gonna get cracked. You know what I'm saying? People
I'm gonna get steamrolled.
You're gonna get steamrolled.
It's gonna destroy me.
Right.
Still ain't standing.
Yes. And I just like, you know what I mean. So that part is obviously crappy. But I'll go first. Okay. We start out. You know.
It is peaking really it. Like Kenny's had 2 fights now. The first one he won. He celebrated. It got overturned. This one he won. Everyone online is rigged. You lost. Like he just can't. He can't get this fight with a big win.
Going out there, I felt confident. I felt like focused.
Both phase members as well.
But I didn't know if I was too calm at one point. You know, I was like,
Kenny needs to fight a stinker.
My feet moving.
Just get an easy knockout.
I wasn't sure how you're gonna come out. I was like, he's gonna come out with pressure, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna stay on the outside. He has the reach advantage and things. But our first little move around. What I do remember, first little move around.
Yeah, none of it's his fault
and then
either.
You throw, like you go to throw the jab, and I go to slide away. But you can still catch me on the end of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh. I was like, okay, all right, that jab's there. Yeah. And I remember thinking, okay, I didn't really see it, and that concerned me in the very beginning. It already put me at caution because it caught me on the end of it, but it was enough for me to be like, I wasn't able to parry it or notice it. And then it actually made me really anxious to throw that overhand early because when you threw the second jab, I was like, I want to get hit by that. So I throw the overhand, and then I do want to say that when I caught with the overhand, I thought, okay, I was looking at you to see how you were going to respond, like maybe I could jump on him.
Yeah.
But you look at your team, you look at me, ready to go right away. And then you took the center of the ring again, and then we go back and forth. So for me, I just thought, I was like, man, I want to press more.
I wish they'd put footage in at this point.
But I had a hard time wanting to press because you're just throwing the jab. Even when I felt like I was defending the jab, we had talked about it yesterday, you weren't throwing your right hand. And I was just waiting.
But I told you why.
Yes, because the left hook to the body. Yeah. And
you've dropped a few people with that.
Yeah, the left hook, because I'm a lefty and I fight orthodox. So my power hand is my front hand.
Yeah.
And but it was one of the things that I like to see stuff first, you know, before I start taking some risk.
Yeah.
You know? And so I'm like, okay, when I see the jab, but then you weren't throwing the right, so I was like a little tentative.
I didn't realize that's why he wasn't throwing it.
Also, I expected that if I was gonna get inside and throw
the sub train
from the temper fight.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, when he got caught a little bit.
I just want to say thank you very much for that sub tray. It was actually like it was a joke. It shouldn't have happened, but I appreciate it so much. Love to everyone.
You just went straight to covering.
Yeah.
But there were a couple times, at least what I remember, when I landed something or I got in the inside and I threw something, you were there. But throwing back, so then it forced me to exit and get back on the bike again. But yeah, that was my takeaway. And then obviously at the end, I wasn't sure, but whatever. You tell me, what was it like you going out there preparing for it?
I want to see their thoughts.
Stylistically, right? I'm a tricky guy. You don't know, right?
I want to see their thoughts about it afterwards.
Everyone's scared to fight you in the
Tag
scene.
man,
So I was like, let me take on the challenge. I knew it was going to be a very hard challenge. So we got tough sparring. Obviously, you know, Tommy is southpaw, but we didn't know that. He was switching a lot. We didn't have much footage.
Got you.
So I feel like for that camp, it was harder to prepare for.
Yeah, I heard you saying that.
But this one, easy to prepare for, but the spars were tough.
Yeah, because you knew that.
Because I knew the stars
different variants, but stance. I know what you're saying because when someone switches, it's tough. It's different strikes.
So yeah, obviously we worked hard. We came prepared.
They're both really nice. They are.
We'll talk about the fight.
They're both too nice.
One, my plan was to, you know, keep you on that side with the jab.
So that was the plan, right? Keep you on the outside. Yeah, makes sense.
I didn't know if you were gonna come in steamrolling or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you hit me with that shot, and then that was like, for 5 seconds, I was like, where the did that come from? Because you know when you get rocked, it doesn't hurt.
Yes.
It doesn't hurt, but it's like, where the did that come from?
It's really different getting hit in a fight than it is like in front. Because you get rocked, it's just like a.
They don't hate each other. Why would they?
Yeah.
You're kind of just like what? It's like a flash.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It was literally a flash. But surprisingly, like I managed to like, you know, compose myself, get back in the game. So I just, you know, kept on keeping out the distance, using the jab. And like I said, my right hand was here for most of it because I didn't want hook to the body, man.
Yeah,
I didn't want that.
And there was a left hook up top that you had covered too. Your defense was your footwork was a lot better. How about your? I could hear your coach in the corner. What was? Because my coach was yelling at me too. But what was your brother yelling at you for? What was he saying?
So basically, you know, just feints, different looks, keeping you outside, jab, because obviously I got a really good jab in it.
Yeah.
I think the key to victory was for us was to just establish the jab from early.
And not let me get inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, my coach yelled me pressure. I'm like, I know, I'm trying to find the right moment, but it was more the waiting for the right hand.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, the jab's there. Where's the right hand's coming? Because I had trouble seeing.
They are talking like they've been mates for a while, isn't it?
I knew that. Okay, his right hand may be just as fast.
I mean, I don't think Sensei would appeal it anyway.
These 10-ounce gloves. I mean,
I don't think he cares enough about having like a good record.
The time at one point I laid against the ropes. I was trying to get you to throw that right hand. But
you never know, man. You could be setting me up. That's why I was careful going in.
I was wanting you to throw the right because I was gonna try to duck under it and counter with an overhand at the same time.
I've heard his.
I'm like, I gotta get him out of here because
I've heard his team is
just moving.
But I don't think Sensei would.
But yeah, man. Yeah, I want to talk about it because I like this point. I mean, we're the fighters. We're out there. I know everyone out there has their opinion. They're talking, and that's their job. But we're the ones taking the risk, making the walk, doing the hard work. But we don't usually get this kind of insight. People get to chop it up, and if I can, I like to take advantage of it. But bro? I know you're in the gym all day. What's next for you? I think
I want to fight again, man.
I know. Why
Obviously, I want us to go again.
I know
you don't want to fight again.
No. I want to see you fight again. I want to see a lot of guys fight again. Because there was a lot of guys. I'll tell you this. There's a lot of guys that fought at our weight.
What do you mean?
Like around.
Yeah. So Pappy fought at our weight.
Yeah.
KSI.
Yeah, KSI, Tommy, obviously, Slim. You know what I'm saying?
Mad.
So there's a handful of guys who were at that weight. But but like Salt Pappy
versus
Slim,
Kenny.
Right?
Listen, if I can take on this man in a challenge, that means I'm ready to come on for anyone else. So I'm ready for a challenge. I'm ready to fight.
Yes.
I'm so upset you're not getting back in the ring though.
I know. Trust me, bro. Listen. I we talking about it yesterday.
South over the 13 months. Baby jokes over the 2.
I was done 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Like I told them I would do charity exhibition.
Slim v Kenny would be good as well. Yeah.
With the fight game of preparing because you know what it's like to go through camp.
Tough,
you've gone back. So you like right now, right? You said you're like what 24, 25?
25, yeah.
Right. So how long you been training for?
A year and a half.
Right, and a year and a half, but like training
non-stop. Yeah.
You had a camp fight.
A few weeks off.
A few weeks at
back
camp
again.
Fight.
Yeah.
So, and with me, right? We're talking 2010.
Yeah.
So I go camp fight, year and a half off. Camp fight,
year and a half
off. 2 years camp fight. So and then working, life going on.
Yeah. Well, Sensei's not he's not a boxer.
When I joined phase, more fights, different kind of fights. So it's like, when I look at you, I'm going to say this. When I looked at you, I think it was the 4th round.
MMA, yeah.
I was like, man, he loves this. He's out there like this. I'm like, yeah, he loves this. And that's the thing I want to say as a person who first came into the scene as a YouTuber and who reacts to the fighters, right? I love reacting to it and breaking things down. Yeah. That's my big passion. seeing how much you guys love doing this, and I can see him like that's why right after he's like, "You want to do a rematch?" I'm like, "These guys love it.
It is nice to
love
see
doing it, you know." Yeah. But that's the thing, like,
hey, Sensei's too nice, man.
For me, like,
Callum David at prime.
Appreciate
that.
But I don't have that same like hunger. I wouldn't
hit me
consider
raw
myself
thing
a
for the
young
10
lion
months as well.
In the game. You know, I've done it, and I'm a little worn down from doing it. Like, even this camp was like, oh man, okay,
yeah,
let's go. When I'm out there, I'm
Sensei's
focused.
the
I
most
have skills,
likeable
so I
guy,
go out there and I
100%.
fight. So, but I'm like more excited to see your progression and other people's progression and where you guys are gonna go. Because I told him before, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, okay, I didn't like even if I did catch you and let's say I won the fight, I'm not fighting him again in 6 months or a year because I just know that like based off where you're at in your path, bro, for training for a year and a half, you guys are taking it seriously, yeah. And it shows because the progress you're making. In months, like to be honest, I'm gonna be pretty much the same fighter. Like I am what I'm not like I am what I am.
Yeah.
So like I'm a good, kind of like I said, I'm a gatekeeper, sort of for like a mid-level, like based on where guys are, and if guys are taking it serious, like
that's kind of mad, you know, like
it's just kind of
Sensei's even saying
where everyone's at, but
he's even saying that basically Kenny would be too good in a year and a half.
Insight into the fighter's mind, some things that you're not gonna see that. Isn't anywhere else?
Yeah, I don't think any of the other fighters did this on the card. We're probably the nicest fighters on the whole card.
Yes.
Honestly, there's no beef between me and him. I just wanted a good scrap.
Yeah, because you're training in boxing, you like the boxing. And I personally, I like seeing it sometimes, like from other people. I never do it, but it brings a good balance. You know what I mean? To have both. So, but yeah.
Thank you for the scrap.
The other thing is, this is really good for Kenny to do. Like,
yes. Oh, it's awesome. Let's get a quick picture.
Because everyone obviously thinks that people are blaming Kenny for the result going his way, and it's like, how are you blaming him? He hasn't sat there and gone to each judge like, oh yo, I'll give you some money. You know, he ain't. You can't judge it on that. You can't judge him for it. So him doing this shows that if Sensei isn't caring about it, if Sensei is there like, oh, we had a great fight, that's it. That's all we wanted. We wanted a good fight. If Sensei is saying that, the guy who lost, why are you saying anything? You know, like what is my right to say that Sensei should do this, if Sensei isn't doing it? So fair play to both of them. They're both too nice. Whoever Kenny fights next, I want to see some beef. I want to see him hate someone. I want to see him just go at them. Yeah, very nice. That was a nice video. I didn't really have much to say on it because I mean they were just talking about how they felt during it, which I obviously can't really input on it. But yeah, GG to both of them.